Like I was saying, this video's piqued my interest just because it sounds very good. Dr. Mike reacting to Harry Potter injuries. Let's go. I actually really do like Dr. Mike's videos.
We're about to watch every Harry Potter movie, well, scenes from Harry Potter movies, and I'm gonna critique them from the eyes and lens of a doctor. You ready?
Yes.
Let us begin the Sorcerer's Stone. I just spit.
Yep.
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter must not go to Hogwarts.
That's Hagrid. And that's Dumbledore.
Yep.
I remember their names.
Good luck, Harry Potter.
Oh, that's an interesting scar. You know what's funny? I've watched Harry Potter as a kid, never thought about this before, went to medical school, residency, and now I see it. I think Harry was treated by a bad plastic surgeon who was trying to practice Z-plasty. Z-plasty is what happens when you try and make a scar look less visible. When you cut a scar in a shape of a Z, you can actually change its appearance to blend in more when it heals, when it blends in better with the skin lines. Isn't that cool?
That is cool.
See, I feel like if you're riding a broom for the first time, it should be just like riding a bike, you need to wear a helmet. Clearly, they don't have doctors, family medicine doctors doing counseling at this school. Oh.
Well, they have Madame. Oh, well.
Okay, that's a high.
They have Madame Pomfrey though, so like, they don't need that. Hold on. Live split was just trying to run. Yeah, but they have Madame Pomfrey, who's like the greatest doctor ever. She can heal bones that don't exist. You can grow bones.
High velocity fall. I would say it's a fall from probably 12 feet. That requires emergency 911 help. You need to stabilize
How
the
many feet?
C-spine.
Wait. How many feet did Dr. Mike say?
Okay, that's a high velocity fall. I would say it's a fall from probably 12 feet.
12. He fell from like 2 stories.
That requires
2, 3
emergency 911 help. You need to
There's
stabilize
1
the
story, 2
C-spine, get a C-collar
3rd
on
story.
there. If you have a fracture in the cervical collar, you could potentially cause
That was like
paralysis.
a 3-story fall.
Oh dear, it's a broken wrist.
It's a broken wrist, that's it? Maybe do a full body check? Like when a patient comes in from a trauma,
Well, it's
we
Madame
check the
Pomfrey,
entire
so they
body.
just-
We just cut off all the clothes because we need to see everything. The last thing we want to find out is that there's like a huge cut from the broomstick inside his abdomen. He's bleeding out and we didn't check because we're going, ooh, look at his wrist. Most commonly broken bone in the wrist? Scaphoid, you got it, good job. Fall on an outstretched hand. I feel like I need a trauma specialist watching this with me. I'm scared for all of their bodies.
Whoa, Draco.
See, so that fall, while looking terrible and at high velocity, did not look as bad to me as a medical professional. I'll explain. Because he fell with momentum carrying him forward and inertia,
It's not actually. It's like when it's like when you do a roll after you fall from a high building, right?
not come to a sudden stop. Therefore, the force, the impact on his body wasn't as bad. So that's why a lot of times, like when people survive skydiving accidents, it's because they landed on a hill and were able to continue falling down. What is that?
Finite, incantato!
Boom! That's what I say when patients misbehave.
Are you okay?
No, I think my arm's broken.
It's either a radial fracture or an ulnar fracture based on the location.
Brachium.
Brachium.
Emendo.
Emendo.
Oh, it looks like he got rid of his bones. If you don't have any bones in there, you can't really make use of the hand, and then you could potentially damage all your blood vessels and nerves there.
Yeah.
Mend bones in a heartbeat, but growing them
back.
back.
You will be able to, won't you?
Oh, I'll be able to, certainly.
It'll
but
just
it'll
be
be
painful.
Growing bones back, that's something new. Maybe we'll have that in the
Skelegrow.
future. There's actually a condition, fibular hemimelia, where the fibula of the lower leg is short, and we could actually do some procedures to help it grow. Limb lengthening is actually a legitimate procedure.
Oh yeah, I know. That's yes, it is. Boom. Snake.
Dragon.
Snake.
I've never experienced a dragon bite in the hospital.
It's a snake.
A basilisk dragon? What's
No,
the
a
difference
snake.
between a basilisk and a dragon? I have never seen a basilisk
It's a snake.
in the hospital. There was someone who had like a Komodo dragon bite, which resulted in salmonella, I think.
People get sick from salmonella bacteria. through contact with reptiles, amphibians, or the water from their tanks or aquariums.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure salmonella is the bacteria that's found on lizard tongues that or teeth that you need to be careful for.
Boom.
Oh, that's definitely one way to kill a basilisk. Go right for the base of the basilisk skull.
It also got his arm, but we'll ignore that.
Ooh. A tooth to the forearm, radial ulnar artery. He better put some pressure on that bad boy, or a tourniquet if it's bleeding badly, because he's not going to survive long otherwise.
Oh my god.
And there must be salmonella on this basilisk
Oh
tooth.
my god.
Watch like another doctor do a reaction video. Dr. Mike shares misinformation. There's no salmonella on basilisk teeth. I've looked into it. I read the research on Facebook.
On Facebook. The tears of a phoenix can heal any injury.
Of course. Phoenix tears have healing powers.
So all you got to do to heal yourself of cancer is to make a phoenix cry? Who knew? We probably don't need oncologists anymore. We probably don't need many doctors anymore. We just need a bunch of
Phoenixes.
Phoenicians.
Penises?
Phoenicians.
Yep. Plural phoenix. It's phoenixes, right? Phoenixes, yeah.
Are you watching this video with your Dr.
Hi.
Mike merch on? Come on, where's
No,
your
I'm
pee
not.
whoop stuff?
If it will allow me to breathe underwater for an hour, then great. But otherwise...
It's
I don't know about
gillyweed.
turnip, but you can always use gillyweed.
You know the army actually tested a substance that you could take in your mouth and allow you
Liquid
to
breathing is where you breathe in oxygen-rich liquid rather than breathe
breathe
air.
underwater for longer periods of time. But there are techniques you could use to hold your breath for a really long time underwater.
What?
You're sure about this?
Gillyweed.
Absolutely.
For an hour.
Most likely.
Is he
likely.
taking performance-enhancing drugs?
No.
So he's cheating?
Everyone does. Look, he grew gills.
He literally just became a Newfoundland. Newfoundlands rescue people and pull them out of water by multiples. They have webbed feet.
Yeah.
They can doggy paddle like champs. He's going up way too high. There's like legitimate decompression sickness that he's potentially gonna get. Barotrauma, all of the above, really. And for those of you who
Oh
don't
my-
know,
it's a-
like, when you breathe water, when you breathe underwater, usually with the
Yeah.
scuba set, not through gills, and you breathe in air, like let's say 10 meters down, 33 feet down,
Yeah.
and then you ascend too quickly, that air expands, it could damage your lungs.
Yeah.
Bones of the
Father,
unwillingly given flesh
of this
servant
willingly
willingly
given.
sacrificed.
Oh, my man just completely cut off his hand. I mean, he's not surviving for longer than 5 to 10 minutes on this one. You're gonna exsanguinate, bleed out. I mean, there have been like
Yeah.
cases where if you have a really clean cut,
Oh.
maybe if your wounds are cauterized, maybe if your blood vessels spasm like crazy that you can stop the bleeding, or if you put on a tourniquet, but like,
Enemy,
it
the
doesn't look
blood of the
medically
enemy
responsible.
forcefully taken.
Is this Voldemort?
Yes.
Where's his nose? With a nose like that, you're gonna have trouble warming air up. You're gonna have trouble cleaning the air because you have
Huh?
less cilia because your nose doesn't protrude out as much. He wouldn't do well in Antarctica.
Half-blood
Guiding
prince.
snack boxes, sweets that make you ill, get you out of class whenever you like. Obtain hours of pleasure from unprofitable boredom. Care for another?
Are those candies that literally get kids sick so they don't have to do their activities? That's
Yes.
terrible. I'm trying to weigh
Yes.
what's worse, that or vaping, and I feel like they're both equally as bad.
No, the candy because it's healthier for you.
known magic.
Not healthy for you, but slightly healthier. Uh-oh.
Why would you cut? Like, you need blood. Cool, it's a movie. But you cut the most painful, most nerve endings are here. Why would you cut the most painful place? Cut like the upper area of your arm, like where you get the flu shot or something.
Hurry quickly, in my bag. There's a bottle labeled Essence of Dittany.
Essence of Dittany. This is from
I know, just do it.
What happened to his arm?
this apparition. It tore. It got shredded.
It's gonna sting a little bit.
Those are some serious lacerations to the arm. In the arm, you have the axillary artery, which becomes the
Yeah.
brachial artery. You cut that, you're bleeding out very, very quickly, especially from the left side near the heart. I don't know what she's spraying on it. Like, there's no way that's helping. Put some pressure on it. Stop it from bleeding, Hermione.
It's a
please, for
wizard.
God's sakes.
It's magic.
has come to save
Save
Harry Potter and his friends.
Dunk. And it got Dobby. No, Dobby! Why, Dr. Mike? Why'd you have to include this scene? No. No, not Dobby.
Why'd
Dobby.
you pull it out of him? It was creating pressure and actually preventing him from bleeding out. You need to call 911, Harry.
You've been a good and faithful
servant,
servant, Severus.
Severus.
But only I can live forever.
Not if you go to Antarctica because your nose doesn't have
Oh my God,
turbinates in
Mike.
it, so you probably can't warm up the air and humidify it well.
My lord.
Oh. Yeah, if you're gonna cut the carotids, you're gonna bleed out. Like, there's no saving that person.
Snape.
See, smart. He's checking for a pulse before starting chest compression.
No, he's.
If he has
he's
a pulse,
also
no
clearly,
need to do
yeah,
chest compression.
he's awake. He is awake, and they.
Harry, if he's going unconscious and he has no pulse, you better start chest compressions.
No.
Is he a fish? He looks like a fish.
Oh,
Because he has like,
no.
like gill-like protrusions in his skull, the nose. He's like a snake fish.
No, it's because he's
A
given up so
catfish.
much
No,
percent of his
eelfish.
soul.
He's an eel!
Because he's given up so much
Did
of
Harry
his
Potter
soul.
just take away this elderly gentleman's walking cane?
No, the wand.
That's obviously, terrible medical condition. You don't want to have your skin float away into the ether. Micro partituation of the skin
Yeah.
into the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Check out this patient story when a patient of mine got misdiagnosed over and over again.
That's crazy.